to redeem these areas. Maybe you're in media and you need to pray. And those around you need to pray for an effect to bring back the media under the control and the influence of godly principles. Education. Parents, pray for your children before you send them out there. Form groups and pray to cover your schools. Pray for godly leaders. Pray for godly teachers. When your children come home, communicate with them about what they're teaching them in school. And when they're teaching them something that's against what you want them to, get together and take a stand against what they're teaching your children. Stop allowing the enemy and those that would represent him to tell us what our children have to know or hear and believe. We have rights as citizens to protect our children. We can't sit back and wait for the enemy to completely infiltrate every aspect of our society, then wake up. Because just like Samson, we'll have no strength. We'll have no rights whatsoever. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get to a place where they can tell us what to preach. It's a hate crime for you to preach certain things. Even though the Bible says, thou shalt not do this or thou shalt do. It's a hate crime. It is a hate crime. God said, told us to hate the sin, not the person. So we're to hate what he's doing to our society. We're to hate abortion, not the young lady that gets an abortion. We're to love her and seek to restore her, but take a stand against abortion. We stand against government. You don't hate the government leader. You pray for the government leader. The Bible tells us to pray for them that have authority over you. But I can hate what they endorse. See, it's up to us. It's not just a preacher. It's up to us as individuals to set before God and say, God, how can I impact? What can I do to affect change, to bring back this nation unto God? Nobody is without power. Nobody is without ability to affect change. You can affect change in your family. There may be disturbance in your family. You can bring your family, pray for your family to bring them back together. That's strengthening the family. You can pray in your community. For your community, there may be violence and drugs in your community. You can pray for change in your community. You can pray and ask God for ways, not just pray, I'm going to pray for it. And no, I'm praying for God to give us a strategy on how to affect change. How can we affect change in our communities? How can we take it back from the drugs and the crime? Nothing is impossible with God. And if God be for us, then who can be against us? It's a battle. It's a warfare. And if we wasn't called for warfare, then he wouldn't told us how to put on the weapons of our warfare. We're called to warfare. But we war not as natural men. But we war as children of God, having faith in the power and the dominion of our God. So I encourage you today to get before God, to see what's going on around you. And God asks him, Lord, what can I do as your son, as your daughter, to bring about change, to bring back this nation back unto God. It's time for change. God bless you.